8:30 on this Monday morning, and that brings us to our 8:30 high beam. And today we have the privilege of having both Paige Robson and Christi Otte with us from Tuscarawas Family and Children First Council. Ladies, good morning, and thanks, first of all, for being here.
Good morning. Good morning.
Well, so tell me, I guess, let's start with the basics. I'll ask you, Paige, what is the Tuscarawas Family and Children First Council? And I guess when I say what is, it's like, who are you and what are you there to do for us?
Yeah, so Family Children First Council has a program called Service Coordination, and that is really our main focus with Family and Children First Councils. We work with kids anywhere from 0 to 21, and typically our average is usually between that 8 and 15-year-olds, but we do work with that whole age range. We work with multi-system youth, which means they could be involved with the school system, juvenile court, the Board of Developmental Disabilities, mental health agencies, or potentially any medical problems. And we work with the kids who their families might be struggling to sort of maintain and manage their behavior. So there might be some behavior problems in the home, or they're at risk of being removed from their home. So we get involved with the families to try to wrap around support. So we meet with the family and we have some assessments that we do, and we identify services that they're already involved with, services that they're interested in, and try to fill in those gaps that they're missing in their life. And once we do that, we have team meetings. So the family is a big part of those team meetings, as well as the other service providers. And we all try to come up with a common plan of goals to help support that family and to allow the child to be able to maintain in their home so they're not removed. So we really want to keep the kids in their home, in their local community, in their home school district. And our program is typically 3 to 6 months is average, but it is a voluntary program, and depending on the needs, it could be shorter, it could be longer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the very general overview of what service coordination is.
Right, and so each case is obviously going to have to be assessed on its own because everything's going to be different from one to the next, right?
Correct.
And so go ahead.
Oh, the kids we see, we see behaviors and different needs across, all types of ranges. Some of the families are more low need and just need connected to some agencies, but then other kids, we have some bigger plans, and takes a lot of teamwork and coordination among the local providers. And we've done a good job over the past couple of years of really building relationships with the local community partners so we can come up with some good plans for the kids.
Right. Well, it's important for you to have the relationships so that they can, for sure.
Right.
And either one of you can address this. Who makes up your particular council, and what kind of qualifications do you have to be on the Family and Children First Council?
So Family and Children First Council is rather small in our area. Paige, I am the council manager, and Christi is our service coordinator. And we are housed in the Adamsport office, and they are our administrative agent. But as far as Family and Children First Council, it's really just Christi and myself.
And so you're tied kind of to the Adams Board because that's in the same, general area of mental health services. Is that it?
Yeah, they are. They really just kind of manage and oversee our fiscal piece of it. So they do kind of supervise us, but we're not specifically tied to the Adams Board because we work with all agencies. Right. But yeah, we are housed here.
Right. Do you have any sense of success rate? And I don't know how you would necessarily put a grade on that or something, but with all the people and all the kids that you see, and then to see them go on and I don't know, graduate from what you're helping them with and move on, is that it's got to be satisfying when you do know that it has been successful.
Yeah, majority of our cases do end successfully, which success for us just looks like we close out our service coordination case, which again is voluntary, so they could end shorter or finish out the whole plan. But there's a very low number of kids that we work with that do end up getting removed from their home. Unfortunately, that still does happen, but it is a low rate when they work with us.
Right, but we're even hoping, even at that point, if that can be successful, then hopefully, even though it's a more harsh way, that it'll come out better in the end. I mean, that's what we're looking for.
Right.
So who is able to refer someone to see if your services are needed?
Yeah, so Service Coordination is actually very open, and we can receive a referral from anybody. So that could be the parents themselves calling in. It could be a school person that's working with the child. It could be a neighbor or a family friend. It could be a mental health counselor or a probation officer. So we can really receive referrals from anybody, which makes this service easy to access. And to make a referral, you just would either call into our office or you could go on our website and just reach out to us, and that's how we kind of get the whole process started.
Okay, and like you said, you do an interview, and it's voluntary, so if someone calls in from the outside, says, hey, this person might need some help, and the family says, no thanks, then it just ends right there, right?
Yeah, typically if someone would call in just kind of looking of what we do, but they aren't necessarily wanting to open a full case with us, then we could always send just a letter of some recommendations or just, an informational letter about services in our area that they could look into if they don't want to be fully involved with us.
Right. Well, this seems like a good safety net to me because it's so non-invasive, so to speak, and you guys are there for the right reasons. So
right.
if someone would think that they might have an idea that maybe there's someone in mind, where are the specific places, again, where they can make a referral, addresses or phone numbers?
So they can call us, and our number is 330-343-2286, or they can go on our website, which is www.tcscfc.org, which is just an acronym for Tuscarawas County Family and Children First Council.
So that should be easy to remember, we hope.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like people to know about what you're doing or what you're wanting to accomplish before you take off here?
I don't think so. We're pretty much always taking referrals. We do have a cap on our caseload, but it kind of just depends on the families we have at that current time and how high the needs are. So, we're always looking for new families, and like we've been talking about, our goal is to help the families and the kids stay in their homes. So I encourage anybody who just wants more information to give us a call, or if they know somebody who could use our assistance, to reach out.
Very good. Well, we certainly hope they do that. I want to thank you for being here this morning and, explaining who you are and hopefully getting that out to a greater number of people. And who knows, maybe we'll get some referrals out of that and it'll help somebody who didn't know about it before. So
we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Christi, Otte, and Paige Robson from the Tuscarawas Family and Children First Council. Thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you again. And this is the 8:30 High Beam here on the BT Morning Show on Big Hits WBTC.